name is Gabriel Guglielmi, and so I have over 20 years international experience in the electronic industry. I run 4 P&Ls from $80 million to $150 million. And my specialty is around growing top line and developing a strategy and turning into some actionable plan, building the team and delivering results.
So tell us a little bit about why you sought out Blackmore Connects and all the, and you know, you've been a member for a year or something like that. Tell us a little bit about that and all the benefits, tools, templates, what's happened since you first joined.
Yeah, so Blackmore Connect is kind of unique. I've not really seen that in the United States, where I think you are first being connected to private equity companies. And when I say connected, I mean you have FaceTime with private equity companies and keep people there. I mean, but beyond, I would say, the point of contact, you are being prepared to deal with these people, especially as you come from, like me, from corporate world. I mean, private equity world is different, has different requirements and different expectations. So basically, there are a series of conferences, webinars, sorry, live or recorded, where you can listen to people from private equity. And basically, if you attend them or review them, you are being taught a methodology how to approach a private equity, what will make them tick and make them wanting to work for you, or with you, sorry, as a partner, operating partner. And also some documents that you have to prepare. Notably, I would say not going to reach a private equity company and asking for a job, but presenting a thesis and an investment case and discussing that with the private equity companies, and then building from using that thesis, building momentum with them, and which can lead to an acquisition, or being a board member, or participating to another acquisition that is somehow related to your thesis. So it's kind of an entire package, and it's pretty unique.
And if you didn't have this knowledge, how would you? Why is it? You know, how do you put value on it? You know, most execs don't want to pay any money for anything. They think, you know, they treat it as a job search, right? So how would you articulate the value proposition of this and why it's so different, you know, versus the rest of the world to get into private equity?
That's a very good question. I think it's in this digital world, it's nobody wants to pay for anything, right? But I mean, essentially, if you want to learn all these things, it's kind of a lot of time. So it means, and now if you multiply the number of hours by how much you could be making for during this time, that's the money, right? Because you will have to learn by yourself and
make all the mistakes.
Yes, and personally, I've made mistakes a few years ago with private equity, and I don't really understand their perspective, which is different from corporate world. I mean,
yes.
Their perspective is they want to have a return on their investment in a timely manner, and they will want to understand what you're going to do for them to achieve that. If you don't tell them that, you can tell them you had a P&L, you did this, you did that, they don't care. The question is how you're going to create the value for them and demonstrate that. So, and I think that's all this learning process that, you will eventually go there, but it could take multiple years, and making mistakes and learning because they will be upset with you or me.
You became a bronze member how long ago now?
I think it's kind of a couple of months. It was, end of November last year.
End of November last year,
yes.
Okay. And what comes with a bronze member?
I think what comes is, document access to documents, templates, and then using the resources, right? I mean,
there's a database.
Yes.
Inside, up on the bronze website, yeah?
Exactly. And then I would say I also can reach out people and ask for questions. They will do something for me and put me in contact with private equities. So it's both material, database, and I would say support, online support, and discussions.
Yeah. So, okay, great. How's it been here today for you?
It has been good. I think I met an interesting private equity company, and we have a meeting tomorrow. We have a breakfast meeting tomorrow morning. Yes. So with the rest, we have agreed on a follow-up plan. So far, it has been productive.
Great, really great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being here.